Oh, greetings. Thanks for joining us for tonight's channeling. It's a little bit stormy out. I think it'll be okay. It's stormy, but it's not raining. So, all right, we'll get started. So, thank you for joining us. Blessings, positive energies. Here we go. Greetings, this is Lucifer. Energies to you, healing vibrations. As Earth goes through its transformation, you go along with it. As yes, the storms are here, yes, to actually heal energies. Of course, the heat has other purposes. Many, of course. But your souls are transitioning, and yes, to the fourth dimension. So much of your weather will change. It will get out of control in some areas, but you'll be able to control it. And there'll be a time where you won't have the weather anymore. Of course, that would be down the line of your history, or your future, I should say. As you are going to leave the weather conditions, you will no longer need them to learn, because that's part of your learning lessons on this planet. Yes, there's a deep connection with Yeshua within the human species, of course, for healing. And there's other ascended masters that have not been known. They are in your history, but have not been connected to. Yes, many of your Indian ascended masters, most of those energies are going to increase their energies on your planet as you go into ascension, advancement, you can say. So blessings to you on your endeavors. Greetings to you. I am Delamingo, an elephant being from Sirius, fifth dimension. As our species looks out for your animal population, your wilderness beings, as your animal kingdom. We look after them as best as we can. Of course, we can't interfere with human decision makings. Of course, we can bring healing where a tragic moment has happened, as for abuse of your animal populations. And yes, many are in decline because of wealth. Those are wishing for riches is increasing, but also realize those poachers are also, life is not easy for them, as they have no means of income. So they're doing it for survival. They're doing all they can. Yes, it might have a negative connection to it, but realize also there's others involved that are squeezing them hard, heavily for survival. So they have no choice. It's like, what are they going to do? They're starving. So there is another angle to this that's not being fully. And of course, those are of the wealthy are controlling the wealth of Africa and other nations to make it difficult to live. So there's much more going on than just, poachers. There's much longevity of conspiracy, you can say. But on your planets, we are giving you the more insight when the time is right to what is occurring. As yes, it's causing difficulties for many of you because the animals here bring a song, a positive energy across your planet. Their consciousness connects to yours. It does bring basically you all, your energies do sing together. Look at it that way. It does more the animals that are in safety and more good spirits helps your spirits also. As they go through pain, you go through pain. You're all connecting to each other. Greetings to you, I'm Kryon of Magnetic Service. Yes, deep love is what everyone feels like they need, not receiving the love that they believe they deserve, as love does bind us all, doesn't it? Love is a difficult energy to sustain or even find the right version of it that you can connect with someone else, at least in a partnership. As well, yes, self-love is actually the main ingredient for self-fulfillment. If you can find love within yourself, it all kind of puts itself together. Of course, having a mate, there's nothing wrong with that. As yes, it's not always going to be clear when that occurs. As you give yourself hints when that is about to happen. Sometimes it comes out of nowhere. When the right time, you will know because it will be happening. Doesn't mean you're at a wrong time. It's just that your soul is going through a lesson that it needs to. You're going through exploration, and having a mate at that time is not needed at that moment. So I'm here to help you with your questions whenever you're ready.
Much love. Thank you for being here. I'm kind of fumbling about, trying to do a lot of things at once. So first up tonight is Kingsley. And his first question is greetings. Or his first statement is greetings. And he wonders if you have any messages for him.
Well, I see him. Yes, this one might come out of nowhere, but I do see him connecting to raptor dinosaurs. I know it sounds strange, but they are in your consciousness, as he's been one in past lives. So he might be able to connect to that as they are talking to him telepathically. He's just not aware. Not for a negative reason, but basically they're just letting him know that he has a lineage with them. As very exciting to be a dinosaur being. I believe it was on other worlds. I don't believe it was on this one. But he's connected to the dinosaur consciousness. You can probably connect to that. As it is exciting, as you can probably see. It is an adventure of the soul and survival, but that is part of it. And there's much more. There are worlds where they live forever. And it's very connected to that. Blessings.
Very cool. Kingsley's would like to also know what he's been doing in astral recently.
Well, for one, yes, to learn more about his lineage. He's also connected to Archangel Michael's energy for healing his chakras. Basically, he takes Archangel Michael by the hand or even by the robe, hold on to his robe for energy to guide him in the right way as for opening up his abilities. I do see him in Sirius a lot recently, as they're causing a lot of blockages on their planet through manipulation. So he's going there and seeing where he can help himself and others, of course. As Sirius plays a big role, as put a they have a lot of cover up going on their planet that their presence, and one day that will be known. Thanks.
Thank you. Up next is Emmy.
Hello, Kryon. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
I'm a big fan.
Thank you. I'm a big fan of all of you.
Oh,
Yes,
thank you. Yay. So, I just want to know if you could give me any insight or any recommendations for my spiritual journey.
Not look at the past so much, as you are creating a new timeline. But yes, it is just you. Basically, I see you living life day by day, which is good. As yes, you can say it's an adventure, but I'd say the past is no longer. You can kind of cut that out. It's over, of course, but you no longer need it to affect you. There might be areas of it, but you're going into a whole new age, and you're already aware of it, and you'll be experiencing day by day, not worrying about the future. You might see some of the future, but every day will strengthen you from what I see. That helps at all.
That does help a lot. Thank you. Yes. And I was wondering if there were any messages for me from the beings that are around me.
Well, they send you nothing but love. Interesting enough, you do have many insectoid beings that are around you.
Did they bite me and leave me the huge welt on my wrist?
Yes, I believe so. It wasn't their intention to cause you difficulties, but I believe it came from astral, actually. But they connected to your physicality enough where, yes, they left kind of a mark. But nothing of negativity from what I see.
Okay.
So you're embraced with positivity around them. We are going on your journey, ask for healing also. And this caused a lot of, a little bit too much of a connection there, you could say. Especially when you amount of mantis. The mantis are trying to be as friendly as they can. They can crush the person that they're hugging. Well, they're not trying to, but so you can say that's some of the effects that are happening there. But at this time, yes, you have Arcturian, but the insectoid beings around you are very positive. But yes, you have several Palladian vibrations, but insectoids are just surrounding you with love, from what I see.
Oh, that's good. I actually feel that, and I'm actually happy for my implant or bug bite from them. It makes me feel better.
Yes, you saw it. Yes, it's a love bug, you could say. Something like that.
Just really quick before I go, do you mind sending me a magnetic infusion?
Yes, of course. Your heart chakra, yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Blessings to you.
Thank you. Up next is Stephen.
Hello, Kryon.
Greetings.
Greetings. Thank you for being here. I definitely watch your show on that other with the other dude that challenged you. Much love. I was wondering if you can help me with a dream I had recently. I was around this huge building, and I was circling this building looking for my brother and sister, and just going around. And then I went inside the building one time and kept yelling their name, like, where are they? And I opened this garage door, and this guy was propped up. His legs were propped up, and he was asleep. So I closed back the door. And then so I went around and finally I parked over in this corner. And I pulled in, and there's this guy there in a truck, and we started talking with him a little bit. And then all of a sudden, this lady comes up, and she's like, she wanted to drive my vehicle for some reason, or move it or something. So I let her drive it, and she actually bumped into another car. It's like, and she's like all scared, like, oh, am I getting in trouble or something? But so I finally moved it. Like, don't worry about it, no problem. And so I just waited there for a little bit, and I don't know if I got him or not, but then I started leaving the parking lot, and as I was going toward the main street, this cop this cop pulls in and cuts in front of me. You know, just go. You know, I wasn't too far. I stopped, and he kind of like waved at me, but didn't seem. But then what happened is that he must have been mad at me or something. But so he revved his engine up, and he hit the curve, and kind of bounced, and he flipped his whole car in the middle of the intersection. I was like, wow. So I went over there. It's like I was going to try to help him, but he hesitated for a little bit, and then he went across the street, and there's a big grassy plain, and then he just revs his car up again and jumps this grassy plain and kind of wrecks again, and then he goes back into the main street, and he actually flips his car over, and then he couldn't do nothing. Then I started going around there. It's like, man, what's wrong with this? What's up with this cop? I was wondering if you can give me more information about this stream. Thank you.
One moment. Yes, there's a lot to connect with. Well, those are the alien beings that are around you. Now, you're being told of I believe it's more Pleiadian. Some of that is also MIB, at least in the background. That's causing difficulties with the automobiles. So if you look at it, those people in that dream were alien beings connecting to you, giving you a third dimensional perspective. As for the problems there were basically through manipulations that you were actually working on. You also was another way for you to see what was going on. So basically just, so you changed your environment so you can see the third dimension, so you can see where the root of all the trouble is from what I see. Of course, you're getting help, of course. That's what I see with that.
Sweet, thank you. And just wondering if you can connect with any energies around me, or if I can know more about my connection with you. What we're doing together to bring about these changes and stuff. Much love.
Well, yes, you're part of many of the alien ships that are going to be bringing a new positivity to this Earth. You're part of the libraries of time. This is where you can go into a library on a ship. It can be brought in your world too, but basically it's like Akashic Records, but it's a piece of it. Where you just go into this library of time, and all of a sudden, whatever subject matter you wish to connect with, you do get a download for it. You don't have to pick up any book or anything like that. So that is where it's basically education energies. That's what you're involved with at this time. Future of this planet, yes. As you're in your time period where you'll be able to connect with us, it's a high possibility for that. Blessings.
Blessings, much love.
Sorry. Up next is Daria.
Greetings to you.
Hello.
Yes. Greetings.
I had to log in like the time here. Okay, so hello, we meet again.
Yes.
Greetings to you too. And what kind of spicy stuff can you tell me?
One moment. Well, yes, you have let's see, in this reality, you are, yes, a mixture of everything that you are assisting with. Basically, yes, you're actually bringing in, you're pulling in other environments into this world. One is Pleiadian, as there some of them are kind of resistant to bring in their reality into this one. They are very slow about it, and you just say, all right, well, kind of speed things up. Let's put it that way. That's one of the ones you're working on at this time. So in your personal life, things might be kind of not as eventful as you'd like to be, but I believe you're bringing other alien perspectives here, is what I see. Pleiadian's one. There are others that they're not making themselves known. At least you're not making it public at this time.
Okay, cool. And then, do you have a funny pocket for me from you? Like, you think is funny or no?
Well, there is a cookie world that you go to. It's in your astral. And when people get bitten or eaten, or at least a chunk that's usually you're the one that's involved with that. As for why you do that, you have your own reasons, but some of that is seen as heresy, but not, well, either way, they have a long ways to go. Yes, they're like cookie people, basically. And think about that. So you're kind of taking chunks out of some of them and kind of let them get them over themselves. You can probably pick. Yeah, so not the most evolved society, but it's a fun one that you go to. To at least,
Nice.
yes. So
something. What?
yes, it's an astral world, of course. Well, it's even in your. It can be in your physicality, of course. But it is a world. The Oreo ones you always have difficulty with. Well, because you like taking them apart. So,
Oh my God!
exposes
I'm
themselves.
a monster.
Not necessarily. Well, they're getting over themselves. Let's put it that way. Give you some perspective. No,
I will.
it has a good heart to it, though.
Cool. Yeah, of course.
It's not like you're a cooking monster. That will terrify them.
So funny.
So that's a reality that you do connect to. You do have fun with that one.
Cool. That sounds like me time. But then I probably okay. That was 2, and
Yes.
I have Sven's questions too.
Yes.
Do you have does he have any messages from his spiritual guides?
Yes, luck is on the way. As for his achievement that he's wishing to, his goal he's looking for, just keep continuing it. Yeah, there is some blockages there, but they're there for lessons for him to take it easy, not to go too quickly with it. He's had a lifetime where everything's happened quickly, and this incarnation is taking his time. So a lot of patience he's learned, and with patience will bring in more luck for what I see.
Cool. I tell him that. And any other messages that would benefit his time?
Let's see. The strong arm around him. Yes, he's used to being very muscular. From what I see, it seems to be the reason that he's doing this is he's had other because he's human, first off, and to take the human body and to truly get it to its physique perfection that he feels that is one of his goals here. Basically, to be comfortable here. Of course, he's pushing its limits too, but in a good way. But he is pushing its limits. But a lot of it has to do with self. Because he's never really done this. He's been incarnated in this world in the past. He's never gone to this length. So it's like it's one of his last incarnations of exploring the body, from what I see.
Cool.
Yes.
I will tell him that, and thank you for the answers, and good night.
Blessings to you all.
Thank you. Up next is Anna.
Greetings.
Oh, it's me? Hello.
Yes.
Greetings.
Hello. Hello, Kryon.
Yes.
I have first of all questions from Nabila. And Nabila's questions are about her friend who died. Her name was Herkimer Diamond. That's the name she had in the Hangouts. Her real name was Yesan. And she asks if you can help her with the questions. And her first question is, because Herkimer Diamond died last year and nobody knows about it, and we just found out recently that she had died, actually. And we were wondering about her. So she asked, does she has anything to say to me and how I can connect with her?
Well, right now she's still in transition. But yes, you might feel her energies as shy. She's not fully ready to reconnect to the third dimension as she thought she might be. She's still getting used to the higher realms. But you can connect to her, basically just thinking about her. She will know if you have thoughts for her, she will instantly connect to it. So you call out to her in your mind, she will instantly be able to hear it. So that is the easiest way to connect with her. the strength, the connection will get stronger once she is used to where she is at. You think that she would easily connect, but it's taking some time. And also she wanted to. It was impossible for her to get the word out, of course, after her passing. It was sudden, from what I see.
Yeah. So she does not have much to say to her, or?
Well, to say to her is just not to worry, just to connect to her energies whenever is possible. As yes, I believe some have had disagreements, but they also connected to a positive force, just so she'd be able to give your friend energies of basically opening up her awareness over time.
Okay.
That's the message at this time.
Thank you. And her next, I think you have answered her next question already. It was about where she is right now.
Mm-hmm. She is in the early stages of crossing over. She's still she's kind of she's getting used to it, the chamber of. Yes, it has been some time, but she's just taking her time. So she's receiving downloads and she's getting healed. So you can say she's in a healing chamber at this time.
Hold on. So if Nabila contacts her, meditate with her, it will help her.
Oh yes. Just think of use the name. It's whatever name that works. The username will be fine. I think she likes that more, actually.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for that. And yes. It's me.
Yes.
My questions is also about her. When I woke up today and I heard the news about her, I have felt an energy since the morning, and I think it's her energy. And first, it was very brightening, and it was kind of, when I felt it and connect with it, it was like I didn't even want to get into drama or anything of 3D. It was like I was lifted up when I connected with that energy, and I think it was her, and I'm still feeling it, and I'm very connected with it still. But then it started getting strange, and I think you already answered it. It was that I felt a sadness in her energy and shyness, and I felt like she hadn't. It felt to me like she was still in spirit, and I kind of felt the energies of the moment of her death.
Yes.
I don't know if it's true, but I kind of felt like she connected with me and helped me, but she also helped herself to heal herself through me. And I don't know how that is possible, but I felt like that is what she was doing, and she was trying to tell me something. So what is going on with those energies?
But what she's telling me is, when even in spirit, they get kind of, it's like it's not as familiar as those of you are here. So with you and others that are aware, she came to you to help her go up the levels. So you're feeling her vibration from spirit, and you're also helping her cross over, to get comfortable with it. Because it's like she left all of her friends, like, who are all these people? Even if she has memories of them, she has more connections with you than the spirit world. So that's very normal, because she wants to bring everybody with her. So it's like, why can't all my friends be with me too? So that's what's going on there.
Yeah, I have big love for her. She feels like a family to me.
Yes.
And I really, really want to help her, but I can do more in astral maybe than here. But she knows how she can go up, I think, and she's still between her soul and this dimension. Like she still want to heal, but she wants to do it through us. And I feel incredibly connected with her energy. And I feel both the positive and the negative of her energy. And with negative, I mean the sorrows and the side effects of her suicide, kind of, not suicide, but her death.
Yes.
Yeah, so just one quick question. Is there any messages from her or anyone to me?
Yes, there's another part that she felt like she left sooner than she needed to. So that's another part where she felt she could have stayed a little bit longer, several years longer. So, but she needed in spirit. That was part of her contract, from what I see here. So I imagine this will come to you also. She says you're very connected to King Arthur as a spiritual energy during that time, the ancient times, to give him confidence. And also to help him deal with Merlin. You could probably connect to that. Because he had a lot of difficulties with Merlin. So you're there. I see you as a spiritual energy. If you're there for physical, they're not showing that to me. But I do see you assisting King Arthur's mental capacity dealing with Merlin. Because Merlin can almost be like the devil sometimes.
Yeah, I understand that.
You can probably
That's what it means.
So you're softening a lot of that, but you're helping him understand. Just even for King Arthur's beyond his like, this is like, what have I got myself into?
Exactly. It's hard to understand the magician.
Yes. Oh yes. Merlin is so direct. So direct, it just gives Arthur the chill sometimes. So.
Oh, thank you for that. That really gives us a smile and a laugh. So thank you for that.
Yes.
And all my love to Herkimer. And we all love her, and we all want her the best to find her, to help her find her, fully connect with her soul, Arcturian self. And yes.
She wants to take you all with her. That's what this is all about. She wants you to feel her, what she's going through, to help you understand the spirit realm. So.
Exactly. And I felt her really close to my guides. She wanted to be there, like she was willing, and she was allowed. So thank you very much for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And much love. Sorry, it took a lot of time.
Greetings, Kryon of Magnetic Service.
Yes.
I could use some magnetic service, I think.
Yes.
I've had a really interesting week. I've got to hang out with the Tibetan monks visiting Baltimore for many of their meditations, their talks, and their musics, and their operas, etc., etc. All of their cultural, being introduced to a lot of their cultural stuff. And I've moved a lot of energy, like a lot of stuck, dense energy. And so I don't know, I guess one of the nights I came home and I had a dreamscape that felt like a life review. And the following day I was invited to go see Amma, who is, I guess, something like a living saint. And okay, so I want to know about the life review situation that I had. It felt like I had these very vivid three-dimensional dreamscape. Like I wasn't asleep, I was awake and experiencing like a storyline. And it was delving deep into my childhood and my subconscious mind and training of the brain. I just wonder if you could tap into that.
Yes, with this, you've been asking for assistance for quite a while, as you're aware. And those monks. Now, those monks is what's interesting. It feels like you brought them to you. So asked them to come to you to help you. And one of those monks was with you during this life review. As for a healing of it, what is it? What is your question exactly for this?
It was just if there was a more a pronounced message to me, because it was so many scenes one after another of different things that I recognized while it was happening. Like that felt like the training of a subconscious mind, and a lot of childhood things that I didn't remember, but I subconsciously was rebirthing. Yeah. So, but it went so fast. It was so fast paced that when it was over, I didn't write it down. So it's all just like a big blur at this point. So I wonder if there was an overarching message.
Well, yes, it's what's been suppressed, what you forgot, that you wanted to forget. It's really what's been causing a lot of difficulties in this It's like suppressed lessons or whatever it might, disagreements, and it has not been fully healed. And this is giving you, this was a heal, it give you, let you know about it. It's basically what has been, mentally forgotten that needs to be let go of, whatever it might be. So I believe like a mental past life or this life regression. You can do a life review also of just a release, what you need released. And I believe that will come more clear. So what those monks did, they brought you an opening. And so now you can dive into it anytime for what I see. You might not see everything. You might just see like a movie clip, basically. And that's what needs to be let go of. You might feel your Kundalini shift also.
Oh, okay. So in the middle of this, I just finished up with the monks last night, or the night before. They were here a long time, which is very good for me.
Yes, very good.
But also, I went to DC and saw Amma, who is like what people refer to as a living saint. She has hugged millions of people, and she does massive amounts of charitable works. And I personally have never encountered that kind of situation. It was like in a convention center, and I walked in, and the room was thick, palpable with like divine, beautiful energy, like blissed out energy.
Excellent.
And she, gave talks, and there was kirtan, and then she gave individual hugs. I got a mantra from her. And I felt also while I was in her presence, like I got on fire hot, like I was moving lots and lots of stuff out of my system for a while. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what it felt like.
Oh, yes.
Well, go ahead.
You were doing healing for her. She was doing healing for you. Well, I'm picking up here.
So it was very interesting, too, because when we were done, when I got my mantra that she gave me, they said, well, you can pray to God or you can pray to her. And I was like, oh, that's how people make a room feel this good. You get millions of people to pray to you. Is that accurate? Is that how that works?
Yes, they're giving their power to her. Well, some do it differently. They're just doing it. You call it a blessing. So, yes.
I mean, how does one human being have the capacity to make an entire space be filled with intoxicating energy?
Well, she has had a uplifting vibration. Basically, everyone that walks into their room, her energy goes right through them. And so it lifts them up. She basically, instead of bringing in problems, well, she heals those problems, at least for that moment. And they're just letting go at the door. They're letting go of all of this. She also talked to them and asked them, leave all that at the door. That's another part of it. So those that agreed to it, they come in for a healing, basically. So obviously no one's perfect, but they come in with a positive energy, and so it helps uplift them more. So that's what I see there.
That's really fascinating. I've been out a while. I'm going to ask if you have a message for me.
Oh, yes. Yes, patience is needed, but also your spiritual development has increased greatly. I would say around 50%. And it's just confidence as for direction of location. I believe that's part of what you're thinking of changing. It's right now, it's where you want to go. Part of you is, I want to leave, but I want to be here. I don't know where to go, so I'm going to just stay here. And I believe staying here is a good idea for right now, at least where you are right at the moment.
Okay.
So maybe more monks will appear to you, which I believe will be very healing. I would, connect more to the monk, at least the monk energies. That's definitely helping you. And your astral travel is helping you just for, like you brought the temple to you also. Their Tibetan temple. So it's very helpful.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Up next is Bobby.
Hi, greetings, Kryon.
Greetings, you.
Blessing.
Yes.
My first question is there anything Spirit would like me to know right now?
To trust. Yes, you're being tested greatly from what it seems. But to trust. It does feel like you are walking on a thin line on, like at the circus, basically, on, several feet up in the air, crossing, from one point to the other. I believe you'll be successful. Just more you trust it, more you trust your instincts, many blessings will help you see clearly. Yes, it is like you are right now. There's a blindfold around you. It's there for a reason. It's part of trust also. So it's the more that you it's just a gradual process, but the more you trust, the more powerful you will get.
Trust myself, right?
Yes, yourself and your spirit family.
Okay. Do I have any messages from my spirit family right now? Or from my highest good at this moment?
A moment. When they say you are manipulating timelines for the better, you're learning how to manifest. And it's taking time, but I believe that will increase, is what they say. Trust that. Trust your manifesting. It is at a slow pace, but will increase. It will be so fast you don't know what to do with it. So
okay. I'm going through a healing right now, so can I get a magnetic infusion as well?
Of course. Yes. I'll send it to your heart chakra.
All right. Thank you very much. Blessings.
Blessings.
Thank you. Up next is Colin, and I have his questions.
Yes.
His first question, he would like to know if there are any messages concerning his relationship.
Well, I do see that he opened up his crown chakra recently, more than before. It also has a lot of Asian energies around that crown chakra, so it's going to give him more. He's going to get scattered messages, at least on his own, of what to do with the relationship. The relationship, yes, is like a thorn in a lot of ways, but he's softening that thorn. As yes, it can only go through you for so long. There's nothing else there for it to stab into anymore, especially when it stabs at the same place. But he's learning to heal those wounds quicker too, as he's learning why that is occurring. So just, yes, there's a puzzle there. It will be reveal itself. Just he will master this situation. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. His second question, he would just like to know if there are any messages for him.
Yes, he's drawing new timelines around him also. Yes, there's a golden timeline, but there's also other timelines that he's adding to himself at this time for the betterment. As for to increase his direction. Yes, there's many. It's not all perfect. It will. Let's see. You're in July. You will see it, I believe, by the end of this month, possibly before that. But definitely, you'll have a better year he's had in a long time, from what I see. So, blessings.
Blessings. Thank you. Up next is James.
Hello.
Greetings.
I was wondering what beings are around me and if they have any messages for me.
I see the tall blonde Nordics around you from the Pleiadians. But basically, you're connected to them in astral on their ships. You're also learning more about the Zeta influence on your planet, as they're very connected to the technologies on your world. The Zeta connections might increase if you wish it fully to. It's not hard to say if it'll be in the physical or not, but at least in your mind's eye, you might feel their presence, as they are working with your awareness at this time. That's all they have at this moment.
Okay, my second question is, what should I do to prepare for physical contact?
Trust your own instincts. What do you feel these beings look like? What do you feel? It will help. The more comfortable you are with this thought or this experience, the better. Because yes, and you are assisting much of the physical involvement on your world, as you all are. As yes, the dimensions, and also you can connect to the dimensions. What do you feel around you? Do you feel it's getting close? Do you feel like it's near but not as near as you'd like? It's another way for you to feel the timelines coming in. Blessings.
Thank you.
Up next is Daniel.
Greetings, Kryon.
Greetings.
So, my first question is about my job situation, because there are times when I feel convinced, I just want to quit. It's okay to quit. You know, I don't need to be here anymore. And then when I actually am about to do it, I mean, there's just a lot of hesitation with me. I mean, some of it I already know what most of that is, but I mean, there's just times where I just feel like I can't really decide if I need to be there still or not. Beyond 1 year, really. The 1 year mark, which would be this August. I don't know if there's anything that could be said about that, because I feel like I need something else to replace this one.
Yes.
But it's like, you know, but I also feel like, oh, it's okay if you don't have a job right away to replace it. You don't need one right away. But it's like, I don't know what to say about that.
Well, part of you, I feel like you're waiting for this opportunity to come. Because right now you don't want to jump ship. Part of it is just you're not ready to jump ship. Yes, it's not very fulfilling where you're at, but also you're looking for another opportunity for what I feel. That way you feel more comfortable going from one place to the other instead of just dropping it all together. That is what I'm seeing with your energies. So,
okay.
When this other job comes in, that depends on how much you're looking for it.
Yeah, it's like it's just that how can I better sense what that like opportunity would be? Like not exactly what it would be per se, but like to having a job, you know, what type of job would that next be? Just to even have a very vague idea. I don't even have a vague one.
Only thing I'm seeing is customer service.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Yes.
Oh
well,
no.
Also, the reason I'm seeing this is because it'll help you in your social skills. But that doesn't mean you're going to have to run out and get it. You know, but that's the hint they gave me. Let's put it that way.
I hear a lot of horror stories about that. So I mean,
that's true.
Anyway,
that doesn't mean that's where you're heading, but that's from your guides.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Any messages from my higher self?
Yes, it would. They're not saying 100% on this, but there are unlikely places that you might find yourself. You'll say, why am I here? But you're learning a great deal. That's why they brought up the customer service. It's just human interaction is something that you still kind of not connecting to in a way that you feel. So this job they're saying will come out of nowhere. You can look for it if you wish, but most likely it will be something, but it'll feel right. Even if it feels uncomfortable, it will feel right, but also feel kind of, what am I doing? But
yeah, I knew the moment you talked about that, like, yeah, I need to do that. I need to do it. So yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Up next is Carrie.
Hi, Kryon. Sorry.
Greetings.
Thank you for coming. So I'm just going to ask a boring question. Are there any messages for me, please?
Yes, I do see a lot of feline energies around you with Sirius, as with the alien Syrians, basically. As for them connecting to humans, many of them still have difficulties talking to your humans, so they come to you for see how you experience human connection. Of course, they do that with others, but some of them still aren't getting it right, even after all of these years. They still have difficulties connecting to humans, so it does feel like you're bringing many of them to them. And astral, and you might feel that presence around. You might not. They don't make themselves that well known to distract you too much, but that is what I'm seeing at this time. That's the message at this moment.
Okay, thank you. So I just literally maybe 4 days ago, I was able to read somebody like in psychic capability, and I've been asking for that for quite a while, so that actually happened. So I do feel that they're around and they're helping me open up my abilities. I was wondering if maybe you could help me with maybe a download. I'm not sure exactly if you're able to do that.
Well, yes, the idea is to connect to the chakras of those that are assisting. You don't have to connect to know every detail, but for basically their vibration to connect to yours so you can know how to help them.
Okay.
So just put the intentions to connect to their spirit energies, their guides, their chakras, because their chakras do cause blockages. What cause when you're reading someone, you don't always get the right answer or situations like that. So basically it's like doing a query. You will, with your intentions, you'll be able to understand.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Blessing.
Up next is Mary. Mary?
Yes, I'm here.
Greetings.
Hello, greetings. I was just wondering if there are any messages for me.
There is a golden egg that you are connected to as for your abilities. It is opening itself up. Only so much is what is needed. You are also connected to the birds on this planet. You can probably feel their vibration. Sometimes they talk to you telepathically. They don't make themselves very clear that they're talking to you, but over time, I believe that connection will increase. It's basically to show your relationship with Mother Earth. So you connect to Mother Earth through the birds, from what I see. Yes, through nature. Of course, birds are nature, of course.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Also, my second question, I'm wondering if you can, if my guide or my higher self can give me advice on how to go about my situation from this point forward.
Okay. As for what to do, what is it? So
One
moment. Well, they say just to know that you're making the right decisions. You don't have to make some hard decisions, but you're going to have no choice but to kind of put your foot down from what they're saying.
Yeah, okay.
And you're just going to have to just make a final decision and then stick with it, basically. It does seem like you'll be able to change some details of it, but yes, you're going to have to, and not to, if there is a problem, don't be too hard on yourself. Just solve it, basically.
Right, absolutely.
But they
thank
believe
you so much.
You will be fine with this, what they say. So.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your help.
Sure.
Blessings.
Up next is Sandia, and I have her questions. Her first question is, do I have any messages from my higher self?
Well, I see you going through a timeline change at this time. As for getting more knowledge, they're allowing it through. Of course, concentrating on the abilities that you wish to increase. I believe you have been doing this for a while. Ask your angels for assistance. Give yourself time. Also realize much of you in the third dimension is needed at this time. But this clear audience will open up. You're very connected to the oceans. And ocean energy, listening to it on your internet, whatever it might be, will help calm you, help you sleep. You can even have ocean music. I know that sounds funny, but have it play as you sleep. It's something, you'll feel, it's just another way to calm your vibrations to help you connect. From what I see. Blessings.
Thank you. Her second question, she'd like to know what beings she has been working with in astral lately.
I see the Arcturian energies are very strong with her at this time. They're helping her with forgiveness because she's holding a lot. She's very hard on herself here as a human. And they're kind of saying, don't do that anymore. So they're working with her at this time. So she's also very connected to the elephant species here. As for basically, they are guardians of many worlds. And so she goes to them for advice also. It's like being human is hard, as many are. But she is getting advice from them. Blessings.
Blessings. Okay, up next is Berto.
Greetings.
I can't hear any sound, Berto. And you're unmuted, but no sound is coming forward.
Oh, is it my turn yet?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
right now.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Just in time. My first question. I just met someone named Lisa online. I want to know if you see us together and how that is likely to work out.
Well, do you see both of you together?
Mm-hmm.
And how it works out depends on your chemistry. So it's up to the two of you. My opinion is if you can get along with each other in hard times, get along with each other forever. So the first meeting is nice, but you have some kind of stress. If everyone had stress before they met, the relationships on your world would be much different. Of course, some do go through that. So it is up to the two of you, basically.
Okay, so it depends on how we handle the stressful moments.
Yes, how do you handle life together, basically? Look at it that way.
I see. I see.
So my message is to get to know each other, well, dive in. Get to know her, ask the hard questions. But let her know that you're going to do that first. Don't just dive in there. But if you really want to get to know each other, go for it.
Okay. You too. Thank you. My next question. I have been working a lot so that I can save all the money I can for many years, over a long period of time. Recently, I have been drinking alcohol after work to feel less stress and get more out of my free time. I want to know if you recommend this for me or how long you recommend it for me, because I do not practice or do anything productive when I am drinking.
Well, that comes to personal risk. I would recommend a meditation or another form of relaxation. Right now, that's like it's like you're diverting away from relaxation. Of course, it's another form of it, a high, you can say. But, when you're ready to let that go, I believe you'll find another way of relaxing. Right now, that's one step. I believe you'll find others.
Okay, so I guess it won't be an addiction, I think you're saying, right?
Not at this moment, no.
You don't say that. Not at this moment. Oh my God. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you so much, Kryon.
Okay, up next is China.
Greetings, Kryon. Can you hear me?
Yes, greetings to you.
Hello. I was wondering about something strange because, well, I have been exhausted and not able to, being social with people for the last month or two. But today I woke up sick, and I was not sick yesterday. So it's like it was my throat, my head, and my eyes, and my nose and stuff. And my whole body feels like I have been beaten up because I had difficult to walk this morning. So could you connect to if there is any beings around me or if there is something else?
Yes, well, I see you connected to might want to mute yourself there. Or, yes.
Shall I mute myself?
Well, there's, I was getting feedback, but I believe it's fine now. Yes, it was the astral parasite you were connecting to. I believe, not saying exactly what it was, but it was an astral parasite that was causing. You were kind of like under attack from what I see. I wouldn't say it's Archon, but it's not making itself that clear. But I was going into your energy field to see what you were up to. As you've been doing it, you've been taking a break also, like you're taking a break socially, but also an astral kind of taking a break. And at this time, many beings are coming after you in some ways, from what I see there. Interesting enough, though, I do see an Arcturian energy that's not very pleased with you. And it's not
That
the
is
most
not
positive.
okay. He or she is not pleased with me.
It's not a positive energy either.
Okay. Okay.
Something reflect positive energies too. I believe it's also connected to the Men in Black too, from what I see. It does go quite deep. As as you rest, they're kind of sneaking into your room, we can say.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Okay. Thank you for that. Okay. And my second question, is there any messages?
Well, it does seem like, yes, you're going through you're just rebuilding your energy. And while you're doing that, some beings solve vulnerabilities. So that's why so nothing wrong with taking a step back, is you're just bringing everything back together. So you need some time for yourself and just alone time. There's nothing wrong with that. But of course, in the astral world, nothing ever ends, as you're aware. But I believe you, once not knowing this, will be able to bring a healing to it. But it's just basically there's a change coming to the earth, and you need your rest to be a part of it. So you're resting up for it. So what's to come? Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and blessings to you, and much love.
Blessings.
Up next, and our last one is Leela.
Hi, Kryon. Can you hear me?
You. Yes. Blessings.
Do we know each other?
Yes, we do connect to an astral together, yes. As for assisting the Earth's ascension process, yes.
Can you tell me something about my healing energy work?
Yes, you're going inside of your energy vibration, meaning that you're setting out healing, but you're also, I know it sounds strange, you're going within it to strengthen it. So you're giving it more power. Yes, someone can send energy out, but you're giving it an extra punch, you can say. So it'll be more effective. So you're finding different ways of putting different energies together, like through positive energies through reptilians, Arcturians. You're kind of making your own potion, you could say. It comes from throughout your DNA. So you're kind of putting it together before you send it out, from what I see.
Mm-hmm. Did I make any progress with healing my heart chakra?
Yes, there is some hesitation there, as you're not sure what you're connecting to. So yes, healing yourself can be it's like a doctor. They can help others, but helping themselves is a little bit different situation there. Mm-hmm. Yes, I believe it's halfway healed. Yes, but I believe you're making progress.
Right, because I just started. So what can I do for Sandia, who just talked before me?
Yes.
What can I do? What exactly would you recommend?
A positive
healing wise.
You can say a positive astral grid around her. It's like you will feel it, or you can probably picture it as basically just a positive energy grid around it.
Well, what is with the diamond energy? How that works? Sending diamond energy.
It cuts through negativity a little bit quicker depending on who it's connecting to. Some just resonate with the diamond vibration. Crystal children, crystal people, I should say, connect to the dimensional energies pretty well. That's where that comes from.
All right. So the last question, do you have any personal short message for me? And that's it.
Just do a blessing for yourself before you do your healings. I'm sure if you do that. Do a blessing that your energies will send out where they need to, and I believe you will feel more strength from that.
So, okay, thank you.
Yes, blessings.
Thanks.
Kryon, thank you so much for being with us this evening. It's been a pleasure.
Yes. Sending you a charge of light. Thank you all.
Yes, my heart chakra is totally open. You're receiving all good things.
Blessings to you all. Thank you, Kryon. All right, thank you.
Welcome back.
I have anybody have a blessing?
Stephen, you have anything?
Got anything going on there?
Yes, please. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
All right, thank you. All right. Thank you, everybody. Blessings. Have a great night. Take care.